This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, we will just recap the things whatever we are having. So yesterday we have seen like how the Tableau environment is there. Like we are getting the project like as if you take it as a Reliance customer. So Reliance has some data. He is getting the data into somewhere, and like somewhere means he is having data into some of the Excel file, or else is having a data into some of the Oracle or SQL server. So any of the database. So any of the database it is. So we are going to connect with the database system. So we are going to connect with the database system. The first thing we are going to do, whenever we open a Tableau, we are going to connect with the database system, getting the data into Tableau environment. The first thing, we need to get the data. So because without data we cannot able to anything. So first of all, we need to get the data. We need to get the required data to the Tableau desktop. So the second thing what we are going to do is we are going to prepare the dashboards. Dashboard means we are going to prepare the dashboards according to client's requirement, how they want to see, their reports. So based on this requirement, we are going to build the dashboard. Then we are publishing to Tableau server. So we have seen how Tableau server is there. So we will discuss everything into Tableau server level. But as of now, the Tableau server, we have seen the home page. That's fine. So we have a Tableau products we are having. So we are having a different products. What is meant by Tableau desktop? Tableau desktop is a development tool which we are going to develop all the dashboards, so we are going to be using it to real-time level. So whereas coming to Tableau server is for the, it is a web-based application, means we are having a URL. So they are going to provide the URL for you, and also they are going to provide username and password. Based on this, you are going to log in. And even though in Tableau also you are going to sign in from here. 1 second. Okay, I'll show you that. So even though in Tableau desktop also you need to sign in. Not this. Hmm. So they are going to provide the URL and username and password. Based on this, you are going to log in into Tableau server. So you can say, if you want, if anyone asks you like what is the version they are using, 2021.3 desktop version, you can say lower version, which is 2020.4, because always desktop is a lower version, then server is a higher version. Just be remember this point. Tableau server is the higher version. Tableau desktop is a lower version always. Yes, that's fine. So you can just try to install Tableau desktop. Hope you're done with. So today we will see how to connect with the databases. So how to connect with the SQL server? So I'm having this SQL server database. Yesterday I have given some introduction of this. Like I just opened the environment, how it is going to be. So I just show you how the SQL server is going to be working on here. So because tomorrow you are going to be working with the databases, you are not working with the Excel files, right? So that is what the reason I have just installed SQL server. So we are going to connect with the SQL server, and we are always working with the SQL server only. So I'll just show you 1 second. So I have a data in SQL server now. So what I want to do, the first step, I want to connect with the data by using SQL server. So I want to pull the data from SQL Server to Tableau. Then I need to do some analysis. After then I need to do some analysis. So first of all, how to pull the data from SQL Server? So you know, right? Excel file, you know, just you can click on Excel file, then browse the file wherever it is. So Excel file should be fine. So wherever as a text file as the same, PDF file as the same. So all these things are the same. But whereas coming to databases, so we need to provide server name, user ID and password. So whereas coming to databases, we need to provide server name, user ID and password. So let's take a time. So let's click on Microsoft SQL Server. If you can see left side, all the options we can able to see. In this, we are having option like Microsoft SQL Server. Just click on here. You will get a one pop-up. So the pop-up is getting. So what is this? What is the pop-up? This is the connection details. So server name. So this is the server name. It is my laptop server name, but they will provide you. So into environment, they will provide you something server name they will provide you. And even though they will provide you, so you need to use. Suppose the authentication types, we are having a two types. Use Windows authentication and use a specific username and password. So yesterday we have discussed the same. So Windows authentication means it is their own laptop authentication. So because I have installed laptop, I have installed SQL Server into laptop. So this is where my Windows authentication. It is not required any username or password. It's not required anything. So whenever you go with a specific username and password, it is require a username and password. But just be remember, into real-time cases, we can go with specific username and password. So they are going to provide three things for you. One is server name, IP address, and username, and again password. They will provide you these three things. So as of now, I'll connect with Windows authentication, but into other classes, I will show you how to connect with into my server as well. So even for my company, I'm using SQL Server. So I'm going to sign in Windows authentication. So this is the same way. We are not going to do anything. Okay, it should be keep on hold. We will go to SQL Server now. So as the same, the server type is a database engine. It is always the database engine. So the server name is, who will provide server name? The company people will provide you server name. So whenever the authentication is Windows authentication means as computer authentication. Whenever you connect, you are connecting with a company's own companies or a Reliance client, any of the client. You can use SQL Server authentication. Then you can add the login name and you can get the password as well. So this is where you are connecting with real-time cases. As of now, we are connecting with Windows authentication. Windows authentication means we are already discussing it is own laptop authentication. That's it. Just connecting. So just new query, just take a new query. So into the SQL Server database, we have some list of databases. We have some list of databases we can able to see. So I'll just show you. So if you can see here the first option we are going to see databases. The first option we are going to see databases. Just click on databases, drill down. So now we can see some system databases and also database snapshots. So these are the main databases. So that I was created because this is the first test environment I was created. So Navin, sample DB, sample DB2. So these are the databases which I was created for the practice purpose. So let's use this database. So whenever we are working, whenever we are writing any queries, first of all we need to select the database. How do I select the database? From here you can see the master is a automatic database. Automatic means it should be a system database. If you can see, click on system, you can see the master. It is always a system database. So you need to change the database. Whenever you are going to write a query, you need to change the database. So now I can see sample DB. So select, one second, I just need to see the tables. Just drop down You can go to tables level, and then you can able to see the tables whatever we are having. Select stock from orders. So this is the table. If you can see, this is the table. Your RM, your reporting manager said you can connect with this table. You can connect with this table. So what is your approach? From Tableau side, you need to connect with this table. First of all, the requirement is first of all, you need to connect with this table with the Tableau. So you have done somewhat, like you have connected with SQL Server. That is fine. So where is the tab? Where is the table? In which database the table is there? We can check in which database. If you can see sample db, in sample db this table is there. So let's go to Tableau again. So just drop down and select database. If you can see sample db here, so whenever you click on sample db we can see the tables. In bottom we can see the tables. Now we don't have a tables. The tables will come now. You can see. Yes. So now you can see we have seen a list of tables here. So into the particular database, into the sample DB, we can see the list of tables. So of which table we are using? Orders dollar. This is the table we are using. Just drag on drop here. Just drag and drop here. Now you can see we are getting the data as well. We are getting the required data as well. Now we can see this, the data is perfect on row ID, order date, ship date. If you can go to SQL Server, row ID, order date, ship date. Yeah, same table. Okay, the first step is done, like connecting with the database and getting the tables data. Getting the tables data is done. So if you can remember, always the data should be in a structured format. Means it should be in tables. Always the rows and columns. You know, right? This is a column and this is a row. This is a column and this is a row. So this you need to remember. So into any of the database or DBMS databases or like Oracle, SQL Server, all these databases which will store the data into tables format. So now we have done we have done connecting with the database. So if you want, you can connect with another table, another database as well, based on the requirement. Like in the real time also, as the same we can see. As the same, we are going to connect with the SQL Server information. As the same databases we are having. So which database we want to use, which table we want to pull. Based on this selection, you need to select the database. Then you can you can drag and drop the table here. That's it. The connection part is done. So now we can see some information on this into Tableau side. So this is the development page we have discussed. So this is the development page. So now we can discuss shelves. So what is meant by shelf? Shelves, like into Tableau desktop level we have a different shelves. Mark shelf we are having, the major thing, the mark shelf we are having. Second one, mark shelf we are having, as well as we are having a filter shelf. This is also major thing. Third one, column shelf, row shelf. Fifth one, page shelf. So these are the shelves we are having. Simply, what is meant by shelf? Shelf is a place. It's like a place. If you can see here, this is the column shelf. This is the row shelf. What does this mean? This is the place which we are using our columns. These are the columns, category, city, all these are the columns we are using. We are just dragging on dropping here, column shelf, row shelf. We are dragging into page shelf. We are dragging into mark shelf. Why? Because we are dragging here. Because we are building something. Because we are building something. Based on this, we are dragging into somewhere else. We are just playing with this. So we are building something. So we can use lot of things. So first of all, we can see simply what is meant by column shelf and row shelf. Means whatever the thing you will drag, whatever the thing you will drag. I'm dragging in one column into column shelf. So this is the column shelf. So this is means a row shelf. A shelf means a particular place we are having. We are just going to drag and drop for the visualizations. We are going to drag and drop for the visualization. So this is a simple one. So what you need to learn is you need to learn mark shelf. So this you can be able to see. You need to learn this mark shelf. This was very important. So what does this mean? So I'll just drag and drop two columns here. Okay, now I'm having a simple chart. So I just want to change this to line. So how do I change? So in the mark shelf, I can able to change my mark type. Mark type means the visualization type. I can able to change it here. So I just change to line. Now the visualization has been changed. I just change to area. One second. Now the visualization has been changed. So by using mask cut, we can also change some visualizations. We can also change some visualizations. So I can go to bar again. So and I want to color out. So each and every subcategory I want to be in a color. So I don't want to see only one color. So what I do, I can drag subcategory to colors. So I can see now each and everything is a different colors. So or else what I want is what user want to see. I want to see. So we have a category is there, subcategory is there. Based on this, he needs to color. Like if you can see here. So these four are into one category. These six are into one category. These six are into one category. These four are into one category. So you want to color it out. You want to color it out. In this case, just directly drag and drop category to colors. So now you can see all the red is a technology, all the blue is a furniture, and all the yellow is the office supplies. How I am telling? By seeing this. If you can see the legend, this is called as the color legend. So this is called as a color legend. So it will be divided based on this category. It will be divided. So this is we are going to use into dashboard level directly. So this is called as a color legend. Just be remember. This is called a color legend. So this is the way we are using. So how do you change the color? I want to change the color. Just go to edit colors. Now you can see the selected data items you can see, and the color palettes also can able to see here. So I don't want this yellow color. This should not be good. Just click here. Just go to select any color. It should be good. Then click on OK. Then just for apply. Yeah. So do some silly things, but always I recommend is don't use heavy colors. Heavy colors means you need to into visualization level you need to use some dull colors because it should not be good to see. We can see this kind of green color we could not able to recommend. So whenever you go with this kind of colors, you just try with some basic things like this kind of things you can go with. Don't be go with a good shine. Don't shine colors. Go for the light colors. That should be good for user to see the dashboards at any moment. So that is where you can see each and every color has some particular HTML code. So this is the HTML code of a particular color. Sometimes they provide HTML code. You can just drag, copy and paste here. Then you can able to see it here. So this is where. So the next one, size. So what is mean by size? Sometimes we are going to increase the size, sometimes we are going to decrease the size. So if you can click here, I don't want bar size as a good. I want to see as a only something like you can see the less the bar size we are going to decreasing here. If you can see, I can increase, I can decrease. So this is the way we are using size. So based on the size, we can increase the size. We can increase the size and decrease the size. So this is a simple feature. So whereas coming to label, so what is mean by label? So this is the subcategory by sales I'm showing into user. So I'm going to presentation mode, but I don't know what is the value of this. You are seeing, so this is a subcategory by sales. It should be perfect, but I don't know value. But I don't know value of this. If you can see by using axis, you can able to understand. 323 pounds something will be there. If you can see, this is here 170 pounds something is there, 167 or around 170 is there, but this is not an exact value. We are assuming here. I want to show some values here on top. So in this case, go for label. just show mark label. Just click here, show mark label. Or else one more option we are having. Just drag and drop sales into label. Now you can see. Now, so this is the way we are showing in real time. Like we need to show the labels as well. We need to show the labels as well. So if you don't want labels, just click here, uncheck. If you want, check it here. So this is way. And even though we need to do a lot of formatting for this, go for text. So I can able to change my the way, like what is the font way and the font size, the bold or not, the color also I can able to change it. Everything we can able to change it here. So I am just making it a 15. If you can see how it looks like, you can see. So this is we don't use, but as of now I just telling you like we can able to do anything. So what you do is you just do all these silly things. You just do all these silly things because today's silly things will tomorrow will work into real time. You can see the color also we can able to change. So this is the way. This is the way we are be working. If we can the font we can able to change even the color as well. Alignment we are having alignment also. So bottom, left or right, 1 second. If you can see in the middle also we can able to show the labels. So if you can, it will also come down. So sometimes we can show labels on middle. Likewise we can able to show, but most of the times we are showing into top level. So do some every option, what option it is giving. So just change every option and what it is giving, just check it. So this is where label means showing the value on top of the bar. On top of the bar means on top of the visualization, showing some values on top of the visualization. Those are the labels. So the detail means I'll show you. Detail means giving it some particular detail onto the visualization. So I'll tell you first. Profits and sales. So now this is the one chart we are going to be creating. So this is the sum of sales and sum of profits. Sum of sales means all the sales put together. All the sales put together, sum of sales. Profits means sum of profits means all the profits put together, sum of profits. So this is the chart I'm having. So I want to see year-wise sales and profits. So every year I want to divide. So in these cases, order date, just drag order date into detailed shelf. Just drag order date into detailed shelf. Now you can see it is detailing our visualization, means it is dividing and showing into another level, another granularity level. So detail means it is showing some detail into our visualization. So whenever you drag here, whenever you drag anything, it is dividing. So if I can drag category to detail. So it will be dividing. If you can see, this is the category. Technology has the highest profits and highest sales. The office supplies has the highest profits and highest. So even though this first has the highest profits and highest sales. Sai Kumar, can you mute please?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, bro.
Please mute yourself. And switch off your camera as well. So this is where we are going to show detail on level. So if you can add any of the dimension, based on the dimension, it will be divided. If you add subcategory detail, based on the subcategory values will be divided here. All the subcategory values we can able to see. So this is where the use of detail share. So it will be divide something. It will be divided based on the dimension you are adding. Based on the dimension you are adding. So this is okay. So one more option we can able to see shapes. So just click on shapes. You can able to change the shapes as well if you want, however you want to show. So as the like, you can able to change it. So this is a visualization tool. So it should be very interesting to learn. So just be practice sometimes. Then you can able to understand what is all these things. So if you could not able to practice, we could not able to understand anything. So this is the shapes. Whatever you want, you can able to apply it. You can able to use it. So now we can able to see tooltip. Okay, I'll create one more chart here as the same. So this is the visualization I have created. So what is mean by tooltip means, so whenever you hover a bar, so my mouse is now onto the visualization, but whenever I'm going to a bar, just okay, you can observe the screen. I'm going to bar. Okay, some value is getting subcategory sales, some value is getting subcategory sales. So what is this? This is what a tooltip. This is what a tooltip. So if you can see, I can open, I can uncheck the show tooltips. Okay, now you can see I could not able to see. So if I can hover the bar, I could not able to see. Now I just turn on this. Now if you can see, I can able to see. So whenever user comes and open, like he over this bar, he can able to see some information. It is a subcategory chairs. The sales is a 382.449. So what is which contains? Which contains. So whenever you work something, you just save it your work. You just save it your work. So I'll just tell you how do you save it. So just save it. Just save file as like a same how we are saving. So this is a workbook. So whenever you open this workbook, you can see sheets, you can see dashboards, and you can also see stories as well. You can also see stories as well. So this is where this simple thing, guys. You just if you can see 2 to 3 times, you will just understand. Sheet is a single sheet. A dashboard is a collection of sheets. A story we could not able to create, but you can understand because some people can ask like, what is meant by story? What is the difference between story and a dashboard? In dashboard we can use only sheets, but in story we can use sheets as well as dashboards also. That is workbook means each and everything will contain a workbook. So now we can see data types. Some people can know. Some people can know what are data types, what data types we are having. So some people, if you are coming from a computer's background, you know some basics of the data types. What is meant by data type? First of all, we'll discuss. So data type should be it defines the type of a column. If you can see, I'm going to data source page. If you can see, one column having a numbers, one column having a numbers with names. Now one column having a dates, one column having a dates. One is the only integers, sorry, means abc. One is some ids. So this is where each and every column will reflecting something. Each and every column will reflecting something. All columns will not are same, all columns will not same. Each and every column will reflecting something. Based on this they are divided data types, means the type of data we are having. So in tableau level, the tableau can support something like so string. I'll write data types. So this is a basic thing, guys. You need to remember all these kind of things. String, integer, date and time, and geographical. So these are the 5 data types we are having in Tableau which supports. So string. So can anyone tell you like what is mean by string or what is mean by integer? These two data types. It should be good for me as well because you can save my time also. Anyone, if you can see what is mean by string, what is mean by integer?
String is a collection of characters.
And whereas coming to integer,
Integer contains a number set.
can you please come again?
Collection of numbers.
Yeah, hope we are almost there. Like how we decide means, so whenever you see abc kind of values, just okay, now we can see the data here. So whenever you see abc kind of values which will contain abc, so if you can see shift mode, all these abc related things we are having means it should be comes under string. If you can see customer name will always contain with abc only. So if you can see segment, so all this comes under string. String will define abc, string will define abc. So whichever we are having abc values, suppose my name Naveen, so Naveen will comes under string. So integer, numbers 1 2 3, 1 to 3 kind of numbers always comes on integer. If you can see, I'm going to last. If you can see sales which are coming always a number. Quantity which are coming always as a number. Discount always a number. Profit always a number. If you can see, if you're having some point values, it always considered into database level float. Into database level it comes as a float. We are also having a float. So 1 2 3 kind of is integer, but sometimes we also having a float as well. Float will comes under into database level, they are having a float but not Tableau level, but I'm just showing. If you're having a point something 00, it comes under float, so into database level. But whereas coming to, we are taking as an integer only, it said. So I'll just remove this, we don't want here. So what is meant by date? You know, date, some simply date and time, which contains a date and specific time. And whereas coming to geographical, so if you can see here, so we discussed ABC values are comes under string. If you can see, this is where it is country, which shares the ABC, United States, United States, United States, but it comes under a geographic field because of the reason. So in Tableau we need to prepare maps, we need to prepare map charts. So that is where reason. Whereas coming to cities, states, countries, postal codes, all these are comes under geographic fields. If you can understand the above, if you can see globe symbol, globe symbol will define a geographic field. Globe symbol will define a geographic field. That should be fine. So geographic field means globe symbol. If you can, I'm going to sheet now. Sheet 4. I'm going to sheet 4. You can able to see category ABC means it's a string. City globe symbol. It's a geographic field. Customer ID ABC. It is a string. Customer name ABC. It's a string. Order rate. It should be a date and time. If you can drag and drop here. Right click on this. Exact date. I can see all the exact dates. And right click. Make it as a discrete. Now I can see everything. If you can see, which contains a date aligned with the time. So we don't have a time information, but time also we are having. But if you can see here, with the shipment also we are having a date and time. So sometimes into data sources we are having a date. Sometimes we are having a date and time. So there is no problem at all. Based on your analysis, you can use. If you want to work on the date and time as well, you can use the date and time, or else you can split into year and you can use only date. I'll tell you how to split as well. So this is where you can see hash symbol. This is where integer, they call it as a number also. So this is the all data types. Only 4 to 5 data types we are having. Just be remember string, integer, date, data type, geographical. These 5 data types. These 5 things you need to remember. You can able to understand from here as well. ABC will always define a string characters, or hash symbol will always define a integer ones. So this is way. So we see. So finally we'll see one thing as a dimensions and measures. So as finally we'll see one thing, dimensions and measures. So this is, we'll see basic things. Tomorrow also we'll discuss. So now we can see what is meant by dimension, what is meant by measure. So I'm going to database now. So this is a SQL Server database, which is a table we have connected. So if you can see, everything is inline. As coming to row ID, auto ID, everything is inline. So all the columns are inline. Nothing is divided. But whereas coming to Tableau, I'll just open a Tableau. If you can see here, table name is there. So from category to up to measure names, one line is there. One line is there. After one line, we can see some more columns. We can see some more columns. Before the line, we can see some columns. After the line, we can see some columns. So what is this? Why Tableau is dividing like this? Why Tableau is dividing? So Tableau is dividing. Whenever you connect with a data source, you can go to data source. Whenever you connect with this data source, based on this type of data, Tableau will understand what is dimension, what is measure. So what is dimension, what is measure? So this line, above the line or all are dimensions. Above the line all are dimensions, and below the line all are measures. Just remember, above the line all are dimensions, below the line all are measures. So how Tableau is dividing? Did you done this? No, you are not done this. Tableau is done this. Tableau is done data types. Tableau is done dimensions, measures. You are just simply using it. That's it. So, but you need to understand why Tableau is doing like this. So simply, what is meant by dimension is dimension which will is a categories information. Categories information means in Tableau terminology which cannot be aggregated. which cannot be aggregated. It's a categorized information which cannot be aggregated. Means, so now we can see the data category we are having. It should be ABC kind of values. So it cannot be aggregated. Means it cannot be sum, it cannot be average, it cannot be minimum or maximum. So which fields cannot be aggregated, all of it comes under dimensions. So if you can see all the ABC values, you can see all the ABC values or the dimensions. All the ABC values 100%, you can remember all the ABC values are dimensions. So sometimes what will happen, if you can see row ID which can be aggregated, but all the IDs should be a dimension as well. All the IDs also should be a dimension. All the IDs also should be a dimension. Where is row ID? This is a row ID. So all the IDs also should be a dimension. Sometimes what will happen, guys, so if you are an ID like into your data you are having a any survey ID. So I just faced this issue. You are having a survey ID into one table. As the same, I pull the data from SQL Server to Tableau. So what will happen, this will convert to measure. So this survey ID is converted to measure automatically. Tableau is converted to measure. So but these are wrong. IDs always should be a dimension. IDs always should be a dimension. So this is where what we need to do is we need to convert. Right click, suppose
So how to connect SQL Server data to
SQL Server database?
yes, yes.
Okay, no issues. I can, but you can change the name it because I could not able to get it. So tomorrow, whenever you are joining, just change the name. So I'll show you. So I'm going to a, okay. So this is here. So this is the first page, right? So this is the first page. So just click on Microsoft SQL Server. So whatever the database, suppose if your data in Oracle, just click on Oracle. So but as of now, I don't have a Oracle database. I'm having a SQL Server database. Just click on Microsoft SQL Server. So you'll get a one pop-up. You'll get a one pop-up window. So I'll tell you the real-time case we can use. We have a two authentication. We are having a two types of authentication we are having. So whenever you connect with a SQL Server, so I'll tell you whenever you go with a specific username and password. So this is into real-time case. Into real-time, suppose you are working with some company, you are using as the same SQL Server database. So you can use specific username and password. So three things they will provide you. One thing is a server name or server ID. So whatever they will provide, something like 000, some information will be there. Server name or server ID they will provide you. After then they will provide you username. After then they will provide you password. So something likewise. So now you can able to connect with signing. No issues. So this is it. They are going to provide. If you are not able to connect, you can connect with a database team and get it back, whatever the issues you are having, because the connecting all it is not in your hand. So if they give exact ID and password, we can able to connect. But as of now, we are doing for a practice purpose. I'm going to show Windows authentication. So tomorrow, if you want, I can connect to my company server. I'll show you tomorrow because I need to get that server and all. So as per now, use Windows authentication. Windows authentication means it's a laptop authentication. Just click on sign in. Now you can able to see. So after signing, you can select the database from the SQL Server, like because we can see into SQL Server we have a list of databases. Naveen, SampleDB, and one more we are having SampleDB2. So into real time we are having a 5 or 6 extra. We can have a 5 or 6 extra. So which table? This is the table in having which having SampleDB. If you can select here, if you can see SampleDB selected automatically. You can see SampleDB selected. First of all, you need to select the database. So then in Tableau level also, as the same, you can select the SampleDB. Just click on select the SampleDB. So whenever you select the SampleDB, you can get all the tables into bottom level. You can get all the tables. Now you can see we are seeing all the tables. So whatever the table you want, just drag and drop here and use for your analysis. So we will also discuss how to join the two tables, how to join three tables, how to write a query. If you can see here, new custom SQL. So this is the custom SQL query. Tableau. In Tableau, we are writing queries. If you can understand, in Tableau, we are writing queries. Tableau also needs SQL commands. Why? Because of this reason, Tableau will also having custom SQL option. So this is also we are writing sometimes queries here, and also we are writing some queries and we are pulling the data. So I'll show you each and everything as step by step. So how we are writing queries, how we are pulling the data, is the queries will be required, in which case I can write queries, in which case I can pull the data. So all these things we can discuss. So anything, hope it's clear, right?
Yes, it is clear, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, anything will be there. You can just text me also, no problem after then, or else you can drop a mail. If anyone have any doubt while preparing or anything, just drop a mail. That will be addressed at the same time. If I'm busy, that will be addressed tomorrow as well. Shirsha, hope it's clear, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Tim.
Every time you are buying Tableau software?
No, I'm not buying. That is what the reason I just show you, right? So I'm using student desktop, like student ID. Okay. So just Tableau for just search Tableau for students. Tableau is providing 1 year free license for students. Suppose you are a student, Tableau is providing 1 year student 1 year free for student because students want to learn new things. So that is what the reason it is providing. Go for Tableau for free, and